a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Thirsty Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian. Otherwise known as the mailman. Leaving to go do his appointed rounds once again. Nice day, beautiful day out. A lot better than it was yesterday. Took my allergy pill. Boom, bang. It's down. Pause. But, yes, Thursday we had a nice visit with Cop Pizzle last night as we are playing the Giants. He's not backing down, and nor should he after one game. Nice live stream. It was cool. Yeah, we touched on a lot of things that's going on lately in this country. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. But, that being said, Deron Bland is on my mind. Bland is on my mind. And why do you say? He might miss multiple games. He hurt his ankle in practice. Listen, man, what are they doing in practice? Is it rugby? I mean, like what are we doing? What are we doing? This is the problem. Why Jerry don't want to sign people. Because he gets gun shy. He gets absolutely gun shy. So, you know, he just signs a new deal. Now he's laid up. I get it. It's going to happen. I'm not trying to be hypercritical, but, you know, it's just a little ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little frustrating. We can't have a full squad. Diggs will probably see more action, but then Bland won't play at all. So, now you got Bland and Elam. Enter Wan'Dale Robinson. Then maybe Zion Childress to play the slot. You know, again, each week is a new week. Not complaining. We're the home team. Line jumped up to 5.5, 6. We should win the game. We should. I expect our offense to get the job done. If not, you will hear it. This is a pivotal game not to be horrible, because I think the Bears are going to lose this week. I think Chicago going to Detroit. Detroit's not going 0-2. Or are they? Stay tuned on that. I don't think so. I don't think they will go 0-2. But you really don't know. I don't think they're going to go 0-2. Bears visit Detroit, and then Dallas goes to Chicago. So that's the issue, you know? That is the issue right now. You know, Dallas is playing an 0-1 Giant team, potentially an 0-2 Chicago team in Chicago, right? Desperate. You don't want to be in them situations. You want them to get a little happy, or I don't know. I don't know that it really matters, but here we go, Vinny. Woo, yes, baby. Yeah, they're in the bag, brother. Or they're in the... Wow, it's bright this morning. Real bright. 9/11. Don't let me forget that. This sunshine, wow. That takes me back, man. That takes me back. 9/11. Today is 9/11. So, again, never forget that tragedy. Every year that goes by, we hear more information regarding it. I'm not touching it, other than it has me thinking really what's going on there. Sucks. It really does suck. And everybody I know either knows or knows somebody who knows somebody that was involved in or in New York, and we all know what we were doing on that dreadful day. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we're going to stay positive. So we got a group of games coming up where we got home against the Giants, at Chicago, home against Green Bay. Okay, I had us going 1-3 after 4 games. I had Dallas winning 9. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had them losing in Philly. I have it at home, I'll show you. I had them losing at Philly, beating the Giants. I had them originally losing in Chicago, and then losing home against Green Bay. And I still got them to 9. So if they could somehow beat the Giants and then win one of the next 2, if I had to choose, obviously I'd rather you beat Green Bay and tell Micah to go maybe next time. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I would like, but we'll see. Speaking of the Packers, they play tonight. They play the Commandos. I did take the Packers tonight at home. I think Packers win a close game tonight. I'll be surprised if they don't win tonight. I will. I think Packers are going to beat the Washington. I wasn't overly impressed by Washington against Chicago. I had Washington winning the game, but they left a lot of meat on the bone. They did. That game was a 1-score game with 5 minutes to play against the Giants. So, at the end of the day, that's kind of, I may or may not stream during the game tonight. We'll stay tuned. We'll see how tired I am. I was up late last night, so maybe I won't. I don't know yet. So stay tuned on that. I may stream half the game and then get out of there, or stay tuned. I know I told we were talking to Mark, so stay tuned for that. About maybe doing one together for a little bit tonight. It won't be the whole game, though. So, but yeah, it's just game 2 is already here. I feel confident. It's just frustrating that we can't just keep a team on the field. And all the teams are going through it, but they're on Bland. What is the problem with your feet, brother? Can you not hurt yourself at practice? I've never seen a team suffer more injuries at practice than the Dallas Cowboys. Britt Brown? What are you doing? What is Britt Brown doing? Can anybody ask me what Britt Brown is doing? I mean, do you not have these guys ready to go? I'm sorry. I'm tired of making excuses for these. It seems like we're the worst in the league when it comes to this shit. Trayvon Diggs literally has to leave, take a $500,000 cut and pay to go rehab on his own, and he looks great. Last year, he was at the team facility with all the doctors and everything, and not so much. Somebody bring some clarity on here, please. If you know, you know. From the far, it seems like Dallas isn't doing something right. I don't know. I really don't. We got a big milestone coming up for Brett Favre. Brett Favre is sitting at 507 touchdown passes for his career. I mean, not Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers is sitting at 507 touchdown passes. Sorry, not enough liquid gold. It's lime, not eagle green. It's lime green. So Aaron Rodgers will surpass Brett Favre more than likely, who sits at 508 touchdown passes. Regular season only. Does not include playoffs. It's a weird stat to me, but it is what it is. Aaron's got 507. Brett has 508. They both have one Super Bowl, right? I believe. I think Brett only won one. If you had to pick one quarterback, who's the better quarterback? Who's the better quarterback? Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers? That's a tough one for me. I think I'm going Aaron, but it's close. I like Brett Favre. His toughness early on in his career, but I think I'd have to lean towards Aaron Rodgers. It's funny enough. And he'll have him by, a decent amount with touchdown passes when he's done. And I remember Brett Favre was not very nice to Aaron when he was a part of Green Bay. He wasn't nice. Was not nice. So, stats are stats. At least they got at least a Super Bowl out of it. But, Yeah, I don't know, man. Just look, like when I hear that Dak Prescott's going to own all the records in Dallas, is it not hollow if you don't win anything? That's my thing. It's very hollow unless you win something. You need to win a Super Bowl, and we'll see. Dak had a great game against Philly. Wasn't perfect. We're hearing now that the ball to CD that I said is arguably the best pass he's ever thrown was an overthrow from Babe Laufenberg. We didn't hear it from Dallas. We didn't hear that CD ran the wrong route. Babe Laufenberg is looking at the film saying, oh yeah, looks like it was an overthrow to Tolbert, because remember, both of the receivers were right near each other. Somebody ran the wrong route, and it was an overthrow. Oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. I've never seen Dak throw a dime like that. We've seen that, and then we've seen the overthrow. So, beeping at me. But so I, who knows? We didn't hear it from anybody other than them. So who the hell knows? But it kind of makes sense now, because that was a dime. Now, he did make a great pass to Luke Schoonmaker, hit him right in the hands. I would never have thrown the ball, but that was an unbelievable pass by Dak Prescott, and yet another drop. I mean, if it hits you in your hand, you're supposed to catch the ball. At least so I thought. If you're a professional, you're supposed to catch the ball. That's why what happened to CD was absolutely weird, because he had 10 catches in the game, I think, but he had well over 100 yards. He would have had again, Dak would have had well over 300 yards if he catches half of those balls. Because one was going to the house. One was a touchdown. I mean, I just never seen anything like it. On prime time, it's like, you got to help your quarterback out. That would have been a great way to start the season. Again, not meaning nothing long term, but that's just a good feeling to have. Now you came up short against a weakened Eagle team without Jalen Carter, and now you got to come home and play the Giants. We shall see. Giants are going to be ticked off. Brian Daboll does not want to go 0-2. His job is on the line. Dallas, not so much. You got Shoddy there. Ain't going anywhere anytime soon. You hope Dallas has a sense of urgency. That's what you hope. I know a lot of Dallas fans are predicting blowout by the Cowboys. I don't see a blowout. I would love it, but I don't see it. I think it's sketchy early on. I'm going to tell you. I think Giants are going to have more success running the ball. I do. I hope not. Kenneth Murray didn't look good against the run last week. I think I'm going to give this team a pass, and they're going to make the adjustments needed. Meaning Marshawn Nealon, more time, more play. Maris Leofow, more play. This Cowboy team has to be on their P's and Q's against the Giants. I'm not scared. I just not confident. I want to see it. I want to see it for 2 weeks in a row. If Dallas comes out and stuffs the run like they did against the Eagles again this week, then watch out. But as far as their run defense, but it would be a perfect Dallas thing to do, is to keep Saquon to 60 and let Tyrone Tracy have 100 yards rushing. That would just be something they would do, and we'll see. I mean, 1 o'clock game, I love that. Get it in, get it out. The post game will be immediately following the game. I'm excited to have a normal game. Them Thursday night games are horrendous, especially with the hour and 5-minute delay. It sucked. So, really did. Oh, there he is. There's my buddy. I want to gun him down. Go Birds! See? I joke. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. Don't forget, 3:15 lunchtime chat live from the mail truck. And we'll talk. Hopefully, so far, no news on Jadeveon Clowney. Looks like Jadeveon Clowney is not going to be a Cowboy, at least right now. At least right now, he's not going to be a Cowboy. They kicked the tires. They're not signing him right now. I guess Mozzie lives another day. Somebody was telling me that doesn't mean that Mozzie wouldn't be a Cowboy. They would cut some, I guess they have spot. I mean, Bland might go to IR, which means 4 weeks. Not good, people. Not good. Maybe you should have brought in Gilmore. Gilmore said everybody says he's shot. He's not shot. Gilmore is not coming back to play for the veteran minimum. I told you. You got to pay him $4 or $5 million. That's when he'll play. Or he's waiting until halfway through the season, then he's going to play for a couple mil. He ain't coming in for the veteran minimum. He's not doing it. And nor should he. So stay tuned on that. If Bland is on the IR, they have to do something. They can't just go with what they got. You got Diggs, you got Elam, you got Zion Childress, Keeman Hall. That's my thing. Put in the comments. What are we doing? Talk to everybody later. Peace.
10 years ago, these markers weren't so purple, but now they're purple. Now they're really, really fucking purple. And it's alarming to me, and it's also enchanting to me to see the deep blue sea inside, this. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage. It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.